San Francisco has a long history of needles not being properly discarded of. Some neighborhoods are definitely having an increase in needles that are just thrown onto the ground.
I came across sandboxes that had human waste and needles.
We passed out 1 million syringes per year the last 2 years, right? And we're just one body in the Syringe Access Collaborative.
Here at Glide, we tell people about the 24-hour boxes, and we have one located outside, which frequently gets used and is emptied regularly.
I am unlocking our 24/7 available syringe or sharps disposal box. And usually there's a lot in it by the time I get to it. And then I'll document it as the date as well as the amount. It's mostly all containers or things that people wrap their syringes in, like this. If you notice, had syringes in it, so it's not just really trash for the most part, but a little bit. Like I said, we've had some bloody knives in there, stuff like that. Get these. Well.
My name is Eileen Loughran. I work with the San Francisco Department of Public Health as the program manager for the Syringe Access and Disposal Program. In general, for best practice, we recommend that people use a new syringe for every injection, just to eliminate abscesses and bacterial infections that people can get on their skin. In San Francisco, there's an estimated 22,500 injection drug users in the city. That's what we know of.
There's two components, right, to a box being useful. One is installing it and making it available, right? The other one is letting people know it exists so they can use it.
So at this point, we have 15 outdoor disposal boxes placed in San Francisco. 5 of those are large kiosks that can collect anywhere from 1,500 to 3,500 syringes, and the other 10 are smaller boxes that can collect anywhere from 2 to 350 syringes. The funding for this project is through the Department of Public Health, what was formerly known as HIV prevention.
Reduce the barriers, right, and make it as easy as possible to access that service, whether it's a drop box or syringes.
They're 24 hours, they're located all over San Francisco, but unfortunately a lot of people don't know about them.
Evidence shows that new syringes is the best way to prevent the spread of HIV and Hep C.
It's like a no-brainer. It really, in order for us not to get sick, you have to make sure that people are disposing blood products properly, not pretending that we don't have a problem.
I've lobbied some business owners in the South of Market and Mission to allow them to be put up. I got a lot of people who were either negative to the idea of having a syringe access box outside of their business to just completely even. I didn't encounter anyone that was enthusiastic about it.
I've been a resident of the Western Addition for over 20 years. I do not want a needle drop box in our neighborhood at all. Just the other day, I saw a homeless man cook up his heroin at a bus stop, tossed his cap in the street, and loaded his syringe.
We hear a lot of concerns about discarded syringes, and outdoor disposal boxes seems like a very logical response to address the issue.
My feeling is that they should be used and put out just like trash receptacles.
So I'd say one of the reasons that definitely the syringe disposal boxes don't make the kind of impact that would be optimal or ideal is that there's not enough of them.
But I feel like it's going to take some time for people to understand what they're there for.
I do see more people out on the city streets and consequently more drug abuse. And that means more used syringes.
We empty a box, for example, the Bill Graham kiosk, and there's 3,000 syringes in it. That's 3,000 less syringes that could potentially be on the street. The average person shooting heroin injects at least 2 times a day. If they're shooting methamphetamine, it would be much more than that. As we said, there's 22,500 injection drug users in San Francisco. You do the math.